We've all done it. That sudden, forceful expulsion of air from our nose and mouth. That's a sneeze. It's a natural reflex, like blinking or coughing. Our bodies are smart. They know how to protect us. When something irritates our nose, a sneeze is our body's way of getting rid of it. Think of your nose like a guard protecting a castle. The guard's job is to keep intruders out. These intruders can be dust, pollen, or even pepper. When these invaders enter our nose, our body fights back with a sneeze. A sneeze helps to keep us healthy. It clears our nasal passages of these unwanted guests. Next time you sneeze, remember that your body is working hard to keep you healthy. Imagine this. You're walking past a field of flowers on a sunny day. Suddenly, you feel a tickle in your nose. Then, achoo! You've just experienced the sneeze reflex. It all starts with irritation in the nose. This irritation triggers special sensors called receptors. These receptors send a message to the brain. It's like an alarm system saying, "Intruder alert, intruder alert." The brain receives this message and springs into action. It knows just what to do. The sneeze reflex is a chain reaction. It involves your nose, your brain, and many muscles in your chest and throat. Once the brain gets the sneeze alert, it acts like a conductor leading an orchestra. It sends out signals to different parts of the body. This happens in a split second. First, the brain tells the muscles in your chest to take a deep breath. Then, it signals the muscles in your throat to close off the back of your mouth. This builds up pressure inside your lungs. Finally, the brain tells the muscles in your chest to contract forcefully. This pushes the air out of your lungs. The air rushes out through your nose and mouth, carrying the irritant with it. The force of a sneeze is impressive. It's a powerful expulsion of air and droplets from your respiratory system. When you sneeze, the muscles in your chest contract suddenly. This creates a blast of air that can travel up to 100 miles per hour. This blast of air doesn't travel alone. It carries with it tiny droplets of saliva and mucus. These droplets can travel up to 25 feet. This is why it's so important to cover your mouth and nose when you sneeze. Sneezing is your body's way of expelling unwanted intruders. It's a natural and healthy reflex that helps to keep us healthy. What makes us sneeze? Many things can trigger a sneeze. Dust, pollen, pet dander, and mold are common culprits. These tiny particles can irritate the lining of our noses, triggering the sneeze reflex. But did you know that even a cold breeze or a change in temperature can make you sneeze? Some people even sneeze when they pluck their eyebrows. This is called a photic sneeze reflex, and it's triggered by sudden exposure to bright light. Spicy foods are another common trigger. Think about what happens when you eat a plate of hot wings. Your nose starts to run and you might even sneeze. That's because the spices irritate the lining of your nose, just like dust or pollen. For some people, sneezing is more than just an occasional annoyance. It's a sign of an allergic reaction. Allergies happen when your immune system overreacts to something that is normally harmless. When you have an allergy, your body releases a chemical called histamine. Histamine causes the blood vessels in your nose to swell and produce mucus. This leads to the familiar symptoms of allergies: sneezing, runny nose, itchy eyes, and congestion. Common allergy triggers include pollen, dust mites, pet dander, and mold. If you find yourself sneezing frequently, especially during certain seasons or in certain environments, you might have an allergy. Talk to your doctor about getting tested. Sneezing is a universal human experience. But did you know that there are some fun facts about sneezing? The world record for the longest sneezing fit is held by Donna Griffiths, who sneezed for 978 days straight. In Japan, it's considered rude to sneeze in public. People try to stifle their sneezes or apologize profusely if they do sneeze. In some cultures, it's believed that your soul can escape your body when you sneeze. That's why people say "bless you" when someone sneezes. Sneezing is a fascinating and complex reflex. It's a reminder of the amazing things our bodies can do. Sneezing is a natural reflex, but it's important to sneeze responsibly. When you sneeze, you expel droplets of saliva and mucus into the air. These droplets can contain germs that can spread to others. The best way to prevent the spread of germs when you sneeze is to cover your mouth and nose with a tissue. If you don't have a tissue handy, sneeze into the crook of your elbow. This will help to prevent the spread of germs to others. After you sneeze, wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water. If soap and water aren't available, use hand sanitizer. Most of the time, sneezing is nothing to worry about. It's just your body's way of getting rid of irritants. But in some cases, sneezing can be a sign of a more serious condition. If your sneezing is accompanied by other symptoms like fever, chills, body aches, or difficulty breathing, see a doctor right away. These could be signs of an infection or other illness. You should also see a doctor if your sneezing is persistent and doesn't seem to have a clear cause. It's important to get checked out to rule out any underlying medical conditions.